where would you say Georgia's TV and film industry stand right now?
I think we're in a great position.
For the last decade, Georgia's TV and film industry has become the #1 location to film in the world, producing top projects like Black Panther, Selma, Anchorman 2, and everything in between. But when the coronavirus pandemic caused production to come to a screeching halt in March for the more than 51,000 Georgians the industry employs, the work didn't exactly stop.
I mean, we know a transportation coordinator that was feeding hospital workers, at Piedmont Hospital. Then we had costumers, they weren't sewing costumes, they were sewing masks to give to healthcare professionals. But then there were also construction workers that, these are very skilled people in a lot of different areas. So rather than building sets, they were actually putting together mobile hospital units to go to those hospitals in Albany.
Deputy Commissioner Lee Thomas of the Georgia Film, Music, and Digital Entertainment Office has been busy. In fact, she's a part of the team who developed the Best Practices Guide, which after consulting with Disney, Netflix, and major studios, quickly became the TV and film industry standard for safety during the pandemic.
But again, we did that in anticipation of knowing that the unions, the SAG and the Teamsters and the IATSE were going to have their own guidelines, that were going to be mandates coming out. Ours were not mandates. They were best practices.
Practices that would help Georgia's industry get back on its feet after peaking in fiscal year 2019 at $2.9 billion. According to the Georgia Film Office, the industry took a dip to $2.2 billion when the coronavirus pandemic stopped production during the fourth quarter of the last fiscal year. But things are now looking up. According to a statement by Governor Kemp, an estimated 40,000 production workers will find jobs through 75 projects, which are expected to film over the next 18 months.
I think right now people really are gravitating toward those controllable environments, being on stage rather than maybe going to different locations every day where there's a lot of extra safety protocols. There's a lot of extra cleaning on the front end, on the back end. So I think being in a stage space makes them really feel comfortable. And I think that's been a real asset to us in this time.